now that we've done a little bit of a cat-cow, and then we wagged our tail and we did some rotations and kind of we're back into our bodies, we can do our first downward dog and kind of engage our legs. I love to go really easy into my downward dogs just because I'm 35, honestly, and my body's just like, it wants to go slow. So again, make sure that your hands are a little bit turned out. We don't want to be completely straight on to take that pressure off of our wrists. And make sure your knees are over your hips. Then you're going to tuck your toes and just go up. Again, engage your core because we don't want our bellies to drop. And then this is where you just pedal out your legs and make sure, let me adjust, there we go. Make sure you're just kind of getting some oxygen in the back of your hamstrings and try to rotate your shoulders so they're not up in your neck like this and you relax. Sometimes it helps to shake your head yes and no. Just kind of take that pressure out. And again, just pedal really slowly back and forth. Perfect. And what I like to do in my downward dogs is create a little bend in my knees, just so that my back is a little straighter and my downward dog is a little bit more proper in its shape. So bend your knees, straight, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. And this is where I do a little hip opener. And I'm going to lift my leg up and just open it to the side and kind of do little baby circles or big ones like this and kind of just engage my hip and stretch it out. And as you can tell, this JIV bra is really doing its job. It is not moving. I feel fully supported. Don't forget the other leg. Do little circles or big ones. Kind of engage your body. There we go. And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm moving. So from your downward dog, from this position, you can just slowly go up and straighten. Now I hope you guys can see it. Into a plank. And you can hold this for as long as you can. I usually do at least like 30 seconds. And you want to make sure your shoulders over your wrists, that you're fully supported, that your core is engaged, and that you're keeping everything tight. Plank is just a really quick way to engage all of your muscles, to incorporate the breath work that we did earlier, and just inhale, exhale, and then back to downward dog. And then I like to bend my knees and go into child's pose, which just is bent knees, and your hands are going to go forward, and you're going to drop your head. You can roll it side to side and massage your forehead and all of those muscles that stay so tight because we're always thinking. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Come back up to center, and then you can repeat and go back up to downward dog, pedal, pedal, or you can just move into your warrior 1 or warrior 2 positions that we might have time to do. Let me check. It's 9:51. Okay, cool. Do you guys have any questions before I move on? Let me know. Oh, is it Danica? Hi, Dan. Danica. Hi, Doug. All right. So also the underwear that I just highlighted is the Cameltoe Proof High Rise, which is the one I was showing you guys earlier. This is definitely my favorite. I just like how the band is a little thicker. The low rise is a little thinner. It still won't roll up. You know how some of those underwear just kind of crinkle up and it's like a little ball and it defeats the point of being seamless. JIVs, mid-rise and low-rise will not do that, but I like the thicker band, and I pretty much only wear high-rise underwear or in high-rise denim anyway, like the French cut. So for my body type, because I tend to I have like a longer torso, and I also have really high hips. Like my hip bone is actually up here. So I like everything to sit up here just because it elongates my body, and that's where it tends to sit anyway. So JIVs are really comfortable. I like how it's thicker on the side. Again, it's totally wickable, breathable, and there is just this like sense of control, which I really like, just to know that like if I'm running around, that my frontal rise, my camel toe is, being handled just in case. And I've actually started wearing, since I've been working with JIV and wearing them more often, I started wearing more of my lighter leggings. I didn't really fully understand that I had like baby blue and pink and all these really pretty leggings that I kind of always like kind of passed up. I have them. I love them. I bought them for a reason. But then I would put them on and be like, ah. And now I realize it's because my camel toe is showing, and subconsciously I wasn't comfortable. At least not going out in them, or like, running errands, or before COVID going to a yoga studio in them. So it's really funny now that I have a bunch of JIV thongs that I feel more comfortable wearing, even like these beige ones with you guys today. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, you can't tell. Everything's controlled. And that's another reason I love JIV, is because the founders found out that women were using cardboard, making their own like panty liners, just kind of doing their own DIY contraptions to control frontal rise or camel toe. And I just felt like, oh, wow, like that's incredible that a brand saw a problem where women were really uncomfortable and decided to solve it. And if you follow like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe's talked about it for the last, like, I don't know, 17 seasons, about having camel toe, and everyone would make fun of her and her denim. And I'm like, you know what? Like, if Khloe Kardashian's dealing with this and she's got like 700 million followers, then, like how does the rest of the population feel, and how does that hinder your confidence? Like, if I'm not wearing pink leggings because I'm feeling insecure, like what's the next person feeling like? And I just don't feel like now, especially what's going on with the world, we should feel as comfortable in our bodies as we can. If you have a girlfriend or a friend that struggles with camel toe or frontal rise, this is a really beautiful gift. I would just get her like the set, get her the bra, get her the couple of underwear, and see if it changes her perspective. And maybe she just feels a little bit more in her body and confident. So it's a really beautiful gift, without being like, hey, you have a camel toe problem. Just give them a beautiful gift. They're going to use it, they're going to work out, and maybe subconsciously you're also helping them. I mean, you're helping them subconsciously as well. All right, let's do one more movement before I have to hop off. This one is one of my favorites, and you guys have probably done it. Pigeon is wonderful. Sometimes it's a little hard on your hips, though, so it depends on you. Like, I have an injury in this hip. So the classic pigeon would be, you go to downward dog, you straighten your leg, you transition, you put your knee right, pretty much like parallel to your ankle. Make sure your back leg is straight. And then you just sit up, and you want to sit in this position, kind of sit in your body for a second. It really opens up your hip. And if this is as far as you go, great. If you can put your elbows down and kind of relax your neck and your body and allow the weight of your own body and gravity to open up that right hip. And then you just want to breathe. If this is too painful or it just doesn't work for your back, you can do pigeon laying down, and it's the same thing. You just lay down. You can put your legs up into tabletop. That's a Pilates term. You're going to take your right ankle to like right below your knee, so it matches. And then you're just going to gently put a little pressure and pull towards your chest. You're going to needle your hands through. And I like to rock back and forth and kind of massage the back of my hips as well, kind of get that moving and you feel that out. So if you have back problems or you can't bend in a traditional pigeon, this is a really nice way to alter that position. And as for women, we usually tend to hold all of our stress in our necks, right? Our shoulders and our hips. This is where all of our tension lives. I need to read up on my Chinese medicine and figure out why that is, but we just think a lot. We hold the weight of the world on our shoulders and our hips, obviously. So if you can open up your hips throughout the day and kind of just engage some more blood flow there and get your lymph moving. It's really important. One of your main lymph pressure points is right here. You have lymph nodes here, your armpits, and in your groin. So you just want to get all of that fluid moving so you don't feel as stagnant. And then my last little position I can show you that I really love. Again, it's not cross-legged, but it's one's in front of the other. And you put your hands on your knees and you just do small circles. And when you go back, when you go forward, your chest goes forward, and you go back, you hollow out. So kind of what we did earlier with cat-cow, but now in a circle. You want to exhale when you go back, inhale when you go forward, and then you rotate the opposite direction. And that also helps your hips, it helps your spine and your lower back. I feel like we're all sitting a bunch these days, so we want to release as much as we can. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this like little mini yoga flow. I hope some of these little techniques helped you. Thanks for joining me for another week of lives. I love coming on here with you. If you have any questions about JIV, about frontal rise, about any of the products, please let me know, or DM JIV Athletics on Instagram. They're really wonderful about responding. Again, this product and this entire product line is incredible. And I'm so sorry if your size is not available in Verishop. Go to jivathletics.com and just wait for the new drop to come. They sell it so quick, but it is definitely worth the investment and definitely worth the wait. So hopefully I'll see you guys in a week or two here on Verishop, and we can talk about some other incredible products that we love and what we can do to better ourselves and be more in alignment. All right, guys, bye.